Welcome back to another episode of The Cure for Cowardice. In this one, I wanted to talk a little bit about gratitude. Now, this is a word that's thrown around a lot, and I think it's one of those deals where everybody talks about it, and so everybody kind of discounts it, but I think gratitude is the single most powerful emotion that we can feel. And it's also the highest vibration emotion we can feel. Now, I'm going to get a little woo-woo in this one, but that's who I am, so, you know. What I'm talking about specifically is being grateful for the things that you have, not just physically, but in general. Being grateful that you woke up today. Being grateful that you are able to have clothes on your back, a roof over your head, food in your stomach, and then if you have anything more than that, you should be quadruple grateful. Like, for me, sometimes I forget this, as we all do, and, you know, I start to go down the path of, like, you know, oh, things are hard, meh. But what it comes down to is, just the simple fact that I was born in America already puts me miles ahead of anybody who wasn't born in America. Like, that's one thing that no matter what else happens in my life, like, I've got that going for me. Not only that, but, you know, as much as people talk about it, like, I was born a heterosexual white man that, you know, had strong role models on the male side. And, like, that is another massive thing. Like, there's, like, 4 things in there that I have to be grateful for. And not only that, but I was lucky enough, and I can be grateful for my upbringing, because I was able to experience pretty much the entire spectrum as far as different parenting styles, different, you know, rules, different priorities that parents had for me, because my parents split up when I was 2. So my dad is more or less as conservative as he could be, whereas my mom is very much the I'm going to be your friend and blah blah blah. And there are pros and cons to both of them, and I was lucky enough to experience that. Not just that, but I was lucky enough to be able to go to school and graduate high school despite all of the dumb shit that I did. I was lucky enough to have the opportunity to go to college. Even though I dropped out almost immediately, I had the opportunity. I had the student loans that were approved. So I could have done that had I chosen to. Not only that, but I was lucky enough to be able to start working from a very young age and understand the value that comes with working hard. I was always able to eat growing up. It may not have always been what I wanted to eat, but I was always able to eat. There was never a day that I was starving. And then when I became an adult, I was lucky enough to be able to have my freedom. I didn't have family at home that relied on me to take care of them. I was lucky enough to be able to go out into the world and find my way. And now I'm 24. I've been out of the house for 6 years. I've been out here adulting for the most part, you know, without any kind of intervention. And because of it, I've made almost every single fucking mistake under the sun. Like, you name it, I've probably done it at some point or another, as far as mistakes. And, honestly, I'm just grateful. I'm grateful for all of it. I'm grateful for this life that I've been able to live so far. I'm grateful that the future continues to get brighter each and every day. I'm grateful that I have my own destiny in my hands in the form of the actions that I do on a day-to-day basis that will lead me towards whatever path I choose. I'm grateful that I have the internet. That's a whole other thing. Like, I'm grateful that I live in a period of time where I can go online and feasibly learn the basics of anything that I possibly can imagine. Like, think about that. Like, for thousands of years of human history, knowledge was very difficult to get access to. And then for a while, we had we had libraries, so that made it a little bit more accessible. And now we have the internet that continues to grow every single day. And now we have things like AI that can answer very specific questions in the very specific ways that you ask them. And we live in a day and age where if you have access to the internet, you can make your life just about any way that you want to. By learning skills, by creating opportunities, by finding like-minded peers. There's all these things that we can do just with the access that we all take for granted. Like, we have a computer in our pockets that are more powerful than the computers that put us on the moon. Like, that's a wild concept. We have come further, technologically speaking, in the last 50 years than we did 1,000 years before that. And as far as me, I am grateful that I have the opportunity to work. There are a lot of people out there who, because of their family responsibilities, because of the people who are dependent on them, because of where they live, because of any number of things, their options for work are very limited. And some of them struggle to even get one job. Like, I have 4. That's so crazy to think about. Like, there are people out there who would kill for one of the 4 jobs that I have. And so it's like, sure, would I rather have more free time? Oh, I guess. But would I give any of this up for anything in the world? Absolutely not. I think gratitude is the secret to living a fulfilling life. Because if we can be grateful for what we have, it raises our energy, it raises our vibrations, and allows us to attract whatever it is that we want into our lives. Most of all, I'm grateful for my loved ones. And the reason that I describe them like that is because there are friends and there are family, and they both fall into that category. And I have so many people who love me, I could never ask for anything else in the world. But then on top of it, I have everything else that I've talked about in this video. It's easy to get down in the dumps when things are hard and feel like you're alone and feel like the world is out to get you. It's very easy to go down that path. But if we sit back and we think about the people that we have in our lives, we think about the people who have been there for us, the people who we have the opportunity to be there for, we all have reasons to be grateful. Every last one of us. I'm grateful I have transportation. You know, I'm grateful for this vehicle that my dad is so kind to let me borrow. I'm grateful that my father is in a place where he is able to borrow me a vehicle. There's not many people who can say that. I'm just grateful. I'm grateful for it all. I'm grateful for the air I breathe. I'm grateful for the water I drink. I'm grateful for the sun on my back. I'm grateful for this world and the opportunity that I've been given to live in it. I think that's what I got for this one. I'm grateful for this YouTube channel because it allows me to express my thoughts and feelings in a way that allows me to really close loops on them. And also, it allows me to document where I'm at and document the lessons and tribulations I face along the way, so that hopefully somebody who finds it in the future can learn from them and move that much faster towards the life that they want. I think that's what I got for this. Whoever may be watching this in the future, I'm grateful for you too. Love you all. Thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you all on the flip side.